Happy Saturday. Just finishing up some work. I told my kids that I'd be home at 1 o'clock. We got movies, we got a date. We're gonna have some fun today. But I had to get some work done first. I feel like anytime I'm on task, ahead, then when I get to relax, I really get to relax and I'm not thinking about work that I have to get done. So that's what I'm in the office doing. So last night, I posted this graph on my stories, and a lot of people comment in regards to like, what is it? And I'm working on this 4-day business breakthrough challenge. And if you haven't signed up already, you can go to my link or ask me in my DMs for a link to sign up. But we're gonna be going over a few really key things. All right, if you're a small business owner, if you really want to structure, get to that 7-figure mark, stay there, create systems, take advantage of this wonderful opportunity we have, then there's some things that we need to know. And for me, it always starts with the end in mind. And the end in mind is this journey vision map that I go over, that I created. And I think one of the things that I realize in business is that often we don't take enough time to look at our past, to review the tape. And we just want to look at the things that worked and not really discuss or go over the things that didn't work. And sometimes we like throw out the baby with the bathwater, so to speak, and think that we tried a situation, we tried to launch a new product, a new system or something, it failed, so we just get rid of it. And until we start looking at the reasons behind that failure, we're not really going to uncover whether or not it was a true failure, like you should never do it again, or if it's something that you should just try again, maybe differently with different personnel in place. And I think it's important that we connect the dots to our future from going backwards. So looking at why you got into the business, looking at the TAM, the total available market, and then looking at the SAM, the serviceable adjustable market, is really going to help you realize and understand what kind of business you're in, what kind of business you should be in, and then furthermore help you really create that vision for your organization and bring people along by creating this powerful vision that you've created, knowing what you've been through, knowing where you want to go, and then help you create that vision. What's also important is creating your mission. Like, why are you in business for? Is it just to make money? Is it just to chase every shiny object that comes out? If so, then that's going to be a challenge because there's always going to be the next best thing. I remember a few months ago, crypto. Everyone was going crazy. Oh, you're crazy if you don't got crypto. There's Forex trading. There's a lot of different opportunities. There's real estate. There's NFTs. And a lot of these things can be successful. But I think your mission and your business has to be top of mind because what it is that you do and why you do it. And I think that's important that you identify that for yourself and also for your company. Next up, your values. Like, what do you stand for? Like, what are your principles in your life? Because so oftentimes people don't learn this maybe until too late, and it's like all money is not good money. If the money that you're receiving is compromising your values, eventually you're gonna get burnt out. Eventually you're not gonna want to proceed. Eventually you're not gonna want to keep doing what you're doing. And sometimes that's a big mistake because what you're doing is what you should be doing, is what you're good at, is what you're expert in. But if you're doing it for the wrong people or with the wrong people, you'll get burnt out and not want to do it. All right, so next, after you have that, what do you have? Now is your core competencies, your value proposition. Like, why should they do whatever it is you're doing with you? Like, why are you special? Why are you different? For me personally, I've been trained professionally with MBAs from George Washington University, undergrad. I've been to certification classes, have a certified franchise expert, certified in EOS as an implementer, and just continue to learn and to grow. Not only that, I'm a business owner. I ran a successful business. I've seen the bad side when something goes wrong. So my wealth of experience is what makes me different. I'm not just talking out of a textbook. I've actually put these things into play. I've seen them work. Next up, we got to talk about our critical issues. We have to solve for those challenges that come up, that arise in our businesses, and figure out what we're going to do for them. And for me, when I look at them, I like to also look at like not only the critical issues, but what future challenges they're going to be, right? Because there's always gonna be future challenges. Every time you solve for one problem, there's another problem that arises. So how do we solve from that? And then how do we handle that adversity, right? I missed the 1 year plan, but that's what, after we get this done, we look at the 90-day plan and what can we accomplish in the next 90 days, what tasks need to be our priority, what things that we need to get accomplished. And then we look at our 90 days and just focus on those things in 90 days. And then, like I said, look at your future challenges, look at your adversity, and then how do you overcome it? And oftentimes, I think the biggest opportunity in small business owner and leaders is that develop that sixth sense. I think Tony Robbins always says, you're actually in two businesses. You're in your current business, but then you also have to be in the business of your future, thinking about what's going to change, what things you need to do, what things today would you do if you were a competitor, put you out of business. Because that's what you need to be thinking about and working on, so for your business of the future can be able to survive. And you can't do that if you're busy working inside your business. You can't do that if you're busy handling fulfillment inside your business, inside your company. So in order for you to grow, in order for you to get better, you're gonna have to really understand some different strategies that you need to implement to make yourself not a business owner, but a business builder. And I'm excited because I'm having, like I said, a 4-day challenge next week, next Tuesday, 12 to 1 p.m. And I want to show you exactly how you do that, how you gain clarity on why it is you started and what you're doing. Next, build your foundation. Talk about business model. What business are you in? And what business should you be in? Like I said, taking advantage of the internet is something that companies are 10x and 20x in their growth, and not needing the workforce that they typically needed. The 3, we're going to establish our KPIs, understanding what metrics should we measure and why does it matter? Because a lot of times in marketing, you look at marketing as an expense. I did for a long time. All right, what is our marketing expense? And marketing shouldn't be an expense. Marketing should be an investment, because it should tell a story, and that story should lead back into sales, and we should be able to track that. And lastly, just want to drive sales. And I always say drive sales last, not first, because if we do it first, we're just going to tell more people faster and sooner how bad we are. And you don't want to do that. You could grow yourself out of business if you don't have your steps in place, and you don't want to do that. You want to have a business that's sustainable. The barrier to entry to open a business is not large. So anyone and a lot of people own businesses. My thought process is everyone shouldn't be business owners. Sometimes you'll be better off as a number 2, as a number 3, helping someone build their business. You look at in basketball, some of these dudes want to, have their own team, and then when they get their own team, they see how hard it is, and they wish, right, that they was on that other star player's team because he handled a lot of the other stuff. So, but if you are a business owner, then you have to be able to put your systems in place, set yourself up for success, so that you could grow and scale and not work yourself to death. All right. So that's what I got for you. Sign up today. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I'll be sure to answer them as I continue to go live. I continue to engage. Facebook, we have a Facebook group called Champions Huddle. I also sign up for that today. We're going to do a lot more trainings, a lot more stuff. But if you're a business owner, I'd love to know. Leave it in the comments. What are some of the things that you are challenged with today? What are some opportunities that you have to continue to grow, to get better? Because as a leader, I think the speed of the leader determines the rate of the pack. And we can't have an 8-9 as a company and be a 4 or 5 as a leader. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So we have to continue to grow as leaders. We have to continue to raise our standards. We have to continue to get outside our comfort zones. We have to continue to learn new things. We have to continue to invest in ourselves, because while we do that, we'll continue to raise our level, and then we can bring everybody along with us. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Hope you guys have a fantastic Saturday. Like I said, I'm checking out for today. I'm going to the movies to watch Minions. One of the things that I really love about having a business that has systems in place, that have processes in place, that I get to get off and I get to spend time and be a dad. And one of my first values is that, right? The joy that I see in my kids' lives. And I realized, and it took me a while, and I'm glad I realize it now though, that my best ability is my availability. So how available are you to the people that you love? How available are you to your purpose, to your values? And how you become available is to make sure that you take care of everything else in your business and you're not the one putting out fires, running around like crazy. I was that guy, and I missed a portion of my kid's life because I was too busy, out trying to solve all the world's problem, out, not really aligned with my values. But I'm back, and I'm better than ever, and I love where I'm at. I got peace, I got serenity, and definitely enjoy growing a business the way that I love to, with purpose, with fulfillment. If that's you, that wants to be you, join us 4-day business challenge, July 26th to the 29th. Yeah, until then, we'll talk. All right, y'all have a great Saturday.